So now just under 2 minutes away from the expected go for depress. That doesn't mean the depress will start in 2 minutes, but we will be getting much closer. Should be getting some video from back inside the airlock in about 2 or 3 minutes from now, once our satellite comms pick back up. NASA astronaut Kjell Lindgren and Scott Kelly, again, already suited up, ready to go. Scott Kelly's going to be EV1, or the lead spacewalker for this activity today. He'll be wearing a suit with red stripes visible on the legs. And then Kjell Lindgren, EV2, wearing a suit with no stripes. Again, this is the first spacewalk for both of these astronauts. Scott Kelly, a veteran spaceflyer, on his 4th flight into space, having previously flown on 2 shuttle missions and 1 long-duration mission, Expedition 25 and 26, and currently 214 days and counting into his year-long stay on board the International Space Station. Kjell Lindgren, a first-time spaceflyer, who arrived with Camilla Yui and Oleg Kononenko back in July. Both of these astronauts have trained pretty extensively down here in the pool, but a lot of these tasks they weren't able to train for in the NBL, so getting a chance to go over the procedures and everything virtually while on board the station and conferring with teams down here on the ground. Luckily, both have been in space for quite a while now, so well acclimated to working in the microgravity environment, and should be able to knock out all of these tasks in the planned 6.5-hour spacewalk time. And so at this point, all of the teams go to continue marching towards that depressurization. You can see the safer units being attached to Kjell Lindgren's suit. Scott Kelly in the suit with the red stripes already way in the background there inside the crew lock. Kjell Lindgren joining him shortly. Lindgren being assisted by Camilla Yui and Sergei Volkov there as they affix the safer device to the back of his life support pack. Safer, again, the simplified aid for EVA rescue, a small contingency backpack with propulsive capabilities just in the event that the astronauts were to become untethered for any reason from the station, using multiple tethers to secure themselves at all times, however. But that's safer, just serving as the kind of that life preserver just in case, able to reorient and then propel the astronauts back towards the station structure. So once both crew members are inside of the crew lock, they'll be able to close the hatches and begin depressurizing the crew lock, bringing it down to vacuum. And then at that point, the crew members will get to go to switch over to battery power. The spacewalk will begin, and then they'll be ready to head out of the airlock. Scott Kelly's going to make his way out first, followed shortly by Kjell Lindgren, who's going to hand out the various bags containing all the equipment that they're going to have today, including that cover for the alpha magnetic spectrometer, and also all of the lubrication tools that Scott Kelly will be using on the Canadarm2 today.
Lock Houston on 1, no response required. We've done our final comm config, and EV crew is now hot mic'd.
EV1 copies. How do you hear me? Or Christine, sorry. And EV2 copies. How do you read me?
Houston copies, and here's EV1 and 2, loud and clear.
Thank you. Copy. Yeah, you the same.
And just a reminder, EV1 is Scott Kelly, the lead spacewalker for today's activity. EV2, Kjell Lindgren. Once the helmet cams are activated, you'll be able to get an over-the-shoulder view of the astronauts as they move around the outside of the International Space Station. Scott Kelly's camera will have a small number 18 in the bottom corner. Kjell Lindgren will have the number 17 on his helmet cam, so that way you'll be able to differentiate between whose view you're seeing. But again, Scott Kelly right now inside of the crew lock, Kjell Lindgren about to make his way in there, and then marching towards that depressurization. So once the go is given, the depressurization of the crew lock typically taking roughly 30 minutes or so. They'll start the pumps to begin drawing the air out of the crew lock. They'll stop at designated pressures so they can perform leak checks on their suits, make sure everything has a tight seal before they bring it all the way down to vacuum. But all of the leak checks done while still inside the equipment lock were positive or negative, showed no leaks. So everything with the suits functioning normally as they continue to get ready for this spacewalk. And as you heard, the communications now activated, so able to hear both Kjell Lindgren just now giving the wave, EV2, and Scott Kelly, and they're going to be talking with astronaut Tracy Caldwell-Dyce in the ground IV here in Mission Control Houston today to help them walk through all the procedures for this 6.5-hour spacewalk. And Kamiya Yui and Sergei Volkov now working to get Kjell Lindgren into that crew lock, a fairly tight fit sometimes, as you can imagine, with two 300-plus pound suits and a number of bags with all of their equipment inside. But once both Lindgren and Kelly are snugly inside that crew lock, they'll be able to close the hatch and begin the depressurization.
This is 611. You're go above the Scott. Is that okay, right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Unless that's going to block you getting out, Scott. What's that? Is that going to, I guess this is a better config for you getting out. I need to be above you. My feet need to be a little bit higher, I think. Okay, so then you need to, your feet need to go to my left, go to this side, to the aft end, to the, okay. Okay, that works. What's my left foot heading, Camille? Just one minute. Kjell's like the west. So. Okay, how's this for you guys? It works for me. Oh, this is great. Okay. All right. That's good. Yeah, this is a good position for me. Clear from the structure. Yep.